Oh, hey, it's Colleen Gallagher, the Colleen Gallagher. I always feel like it's like I should be starting with my podcast, like, welcome to the Colleen Gallagher podcast. We are a top 1,000 global health and wellness podcast with the intention to be a space. I'm just kidding. This is not my podcast, but if it was, that's literally how I talk like into the microphone. And I'm like so excited. I'm like, this is how it is. So if you've never listened to my podcast, one, definitely go subscribe and listen. I should leave the link here. Hold on, let me get it. I will leave the link here because I started off with that. We have an episode that releases. I had no idea I was going to talk about this. Okay. We have an episode that releases every single Monday. We have 101 episodes, which is so exciting. We're recording our 102nd today, which is great, and it will release Monday at 9 a.m. So subscribe, listen, you'll love it. And when you join, say, oh, hi. I hope that you say that you're here. You let me know that you're here. And even if you're watching the replay, say, hashtag replay. Whoa, I'm just kind of feeling like I'm off center here. Make sure to say hi if you're on the replay, hashtag replay. If you've never met me, hello, this is my storefront. So if you ever see Colleen Gallagher or you see my face anywhere on the internet, it's not too hard to find me. This is my store. This is how I built my business, and I'm super, super passionate about guiding you, specifically the aliens, the light workers, the chosen ones, the entrepreneurs, the creatives, to create a lifestyle you love. Timmy, good morning. You've made it. I rarely go live this early, so I'm super excited. I'm proud of myself that I made it up. But I have a very, very specific topic. I have a very specific reason for going live this early, and I have a very specific person that I want to speak to on the morning of April 28th of 2022 and forever there'more, whoever watches this. So, the people that I want to speak to in this live video, the people that I'm speaking to, the reason that you're here is if you are someone who is an alien. What I mean by an alien, you are someone who is always a little bit different. That is what an alien is. I'm speaking to the person who is a light worker. What I mean by light worker is that you are someone with a lot of energy, a lot of light. People always come to you with their problems. People always dump their problems on you. You're the fixer-upper. You're the one that's like, oh my God, I wouldn't be able to live my life without you. You're kind of like the popular one, but you're never really too full forward on who you are. The other thing is that you are very, very deep romantic lover. You love. You are a love junkie. You're obsessed with it. And that's actually where you refuel. That's a huge core of how you operate, and you refuel from all the energy that you radiate and give out. So whoever that you are with, which we're going to talk about in this live, whoever you're with in this life needs to be someone who's stable, who's emotionally secure, someone who is able to provide you that space of rest, that space of refuel. That is someone you need to be with. So anyway, the other thing that I know about you when I say this, you are an alien. That means that you are someone who channels. You are someone who believes in something greater than you. You are from the cosmos. You are from the mothership. This is you. You are a light being or a light worker, which I talked about. The second thing that I know about, third thing that I know about you is you are meant to be an entrepreneur. You are meant to be a business owner. You are not meant to work in a corporate job. If you are here, let me tell you, this live is for you. If you are already not an entrepreneur, you are meant to become one. If you are an entrepreneur, you are not meant to be an entrepreneur that is working so exhausted and like, oh my God, when is this going to end? That is not the way for you. And in this specific live, I want to specifically talk about why you're not getting the results that you want. And I want to do it from a really, really grounded place. I want to have this conversation with you guys because trust me, Lord Almighty, I know what it feels like to be like, I have negative money in my bank account. I feel like I'm doing all the things. I'm showing up in my business. I'm showing up in my relationships. My relationships are sucking. My money is sucking. My clients aren't very fun. Man, oh man, oh man, I know what that feels like. And just to preface this, I had such a great call last night. If you guys are not in my meditation circle or you've heard my meditations and you're not in it consistently, man, we had a call last night on abundance. Oh my God, that was a 45-minute call. It was a Q&A. It was one of the most profound Q&As I've ever been on. I might even actually take a clip from that call and post it here because it was so profound and so good, or use it as my podcast. Anyway, so what I want to talk to you about today is why you are getting frustrated and annoyed that money isn't showing up. You feel like you're doing all the things as an alien, as a light worker, as a business owner. You're doing all the things. You're doing. And it's just not showing up. Whew. man, and it sucks. And you feel beaten down. You feel like your confidence is low. Even if it's in your relationships, you feel like you've shown up, man. And why is the love not coming? I'm showing up to the relationship. I'm showing up to the relationship. I'm doing the things. And man, I just got beat up really bad in one relationship that I knew should have been done back in December. I tried to end it and didn't really work out in that way. But what I want to share here, what I want to offer here is the reason that you are not getting the results you want is because you are trying to operate in a human system instead of an alien system. And the alien system operates on color and operates on frequency. So if you are sitting there day in and day out and you're showing up and you're doing the things and you're trying to get things moving forward by, let's say, I'm showing up to a phone call. Well, that's the human thing, right? The alien thing would be, okay, let me tap in. Let me tap in. Let me breathe. Let me feel. Okay, am I actually meant to be on this phone call? No. Am I meant to be responding to this message? No. Okay, let me tune into this. This person is really frustrating. This person's really causing a lot of emotional disruption to my peace. Let me sit here and let me breathe and let me just go. I send that person love. Whatever they're coming out with me, whatever their problem is, whatever their issue is, I send them love. And I'm going to pray that they get it resolved without me being around. Now, let me clear my energy field and let me move forward. And what is it that I want to do today? As a business owner, as an entrepreneur, as a light worker, as an alien, what is my mission today? What am I sitting here that I'm meant to do? What is it that I'm called to do? What is it I'm led to do? What is it that excites me? Whatever that it is, what is that thing? And from that, that's the place that you act from. That's the place where you show up and do the live video like I'm doing now. I'm not doing this live video because it's like, oh, if I do the live video, I'll get the sales and do the thing. Like, no, like I really remember what it feels like to be doing so much. It was more, like I said, present recently for me in a relationship as my business, but I can talk about, like, I know what it feels like when I just hung out with a guy. It's just happened. You hang out with a guy, you really want him just to say, like, I love you, I adore you, you know, I'm so happy we got to hang out, I'm so excited to see you again. You're like waiting for the messages. You're like hoping, and you know, after you had just a great time together and you like experienced things together and you're waiting for that, right? And it just doesn't come. Hours pass by, you know, a whole night passes by. You're waiting for like a good morning text and it doesn't happen. Well, you can't just show up in a relationship. You can't just show up in a business as an alien, as a light worker, as someone who is meant to do amazing things and expect these types of results, because you're not operating on, when you're an alien and a light worker and an entrepreneur, you are not meant to operate on human, logical, linear thinking. You are meant to operate in magic. You are meant to operate in bigness. You are meant to operate in, oh my God, I want everything and more to happen in my life. And when that happens, you operate on feeling. And if you don't feel something, you should not be doing something, because if you're doing it and you don't feel it, that means that you're literally just like encoding, like poverty coding, because it's like, oh, if I do this, then I'll get this. And right, that's poverty. Poverty is when you feel like only if I do this, I must do this, and from that must, I then will get a result. And so anyway, you want to really walk away from that, because it's not going to get you the results that you want. It's not going to yield into what you do. So for an example, if you walk into your business and you say, I'm going to do these 5 things today, this email, this phone call, this live, this thing, and then afterward you're like, oh, I'm so depleted from all these things. None of those were going to be the right thing that got you a result, because anything that you're meant to be doing, and the only way that money is really going to start to flow into your life is when you go, wow, this feels so exciting. This feels so abundant. Like for an example, when I wrote my books felt so exciting to write. My 4th book that I've been writing, it's taking a little bit longer, but it's like, I'm not going to write a book that I don't feel excited about. I'm not going to force myself to sit there and write something when there isn't an energy coming through me. And why would you do that with your career, your business, or your relationships? Why would you show up to something when you don't have the energy of excitement, or you can't even get in the energy of excitement? You're in the energy of stress. Is this going to work out? I'm just not excited. This does not feel aligned. This does not feel fun. Then you must sit wherever you are, sit, think, journal, pray, Pray your way into excitement. God, source, universe, I want to be excited about my business. And this is for if you're starting up and even if you've grown, right? You can't just get stagnant in a business. I mean, look at Jeff Bezos. He's not stagnant in a business. Any entrepreneur you see in the online world, they're not stagnant. They're always evolving. They're always growing. They're always changing things. They're always being innovative. They're always responding to their customers' demands, right? And that's out of a place of excitement. Doesn't mean that every day they're like, oh my God, yay, but it means they talk themselves into excitement, right? They talk themselves into going, this is my mission. This is the reason that I'm here. And that's why I said this live is very specific for the aliens, for the light workers, for entrepreneurs. Because if you are that person, you have a specific mission. You have a specific reason that you're here. You wouldn't be here on this planet if that wasn't the case. And so you want to sit there every day. Every day it's a discipline. Every day it's something you got to do. What is my mission today? What am I meant to do? What's that one thing I'm meant to do? That one action, if I take it, it's going to move me forward. You know, Jesse Itzler talks about it, and he has 4 kids. And Jesse Itzler and Sarah Blakely say, Jesse Itzler goes every day. I go, okay, one great move, one right move is more powerful than 10 little moves. So I want to focus on what is that one right move? What is that one thing that I need today that's going to put me in the right place, the right thing? And only when you begin to do this, it's going to change. And I know this is not like an answer for those of you who are doers. Well, I want to do this and I want to do this. But you're operating on a system, right? It's almost like you're forcing yourself to operate in the cold, like a cold weather environment, when you're meant to be in warm weather environment. And man, I know what that feels like, because as aliens, we're not meant to be in cold weather at all. Like, I remember when I was in Michigan, like, I was miserable. Like, I don't even feel like my life really started until I moved to Arizona, because I couldn't even be functional majority of the year because it was so cold, and I can't function in that. So if you can't function in that and you're trying to function on logic, well, I'll just do all the things that the book said, and then I'll do this, and then I'll do this, and then I do this, and then I do that, and then why would you get results? You're not even excited about what you're doing. You're just doing something in hopes. And so why would someone trust to pay you when you're not even excited about what you're doing? You're only doing it just to extract money from them, only to get something from people, instead of truly being there because it's the mission of what you want to share and leave. So with that, my alien activation, what I highly recommend, is on sale. It's usually $111. As we did January 1st of this year. And what was so ironic with this alien activation, which I love, is that when I finished it, ironically, it was 1 hour, 23 minutes, and 44 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. How funny is that? Which like totally tells you it's in alignment. So if you like this conversation, if you want to know more about like activating your alien vibes, you want to know more about building business from a state of flow, you want to know more about building business from a state of being, you want to know more about not like getting results with money instead of like, oh, this stagnant, I'm so bored, why is this not happening? This is the thing for you. I promised myself this year in 2022 I no longer would work with humans. I would only work with people who are aliens or who feel like they hear the word alien and that resonates with them. So this is the one for you. So I love you. I would love for you to share this, and I would love to... Let me feel into this. Love for you to share this. I'd love for you to comment. I'd love to see you inside the alien activation.